everyone, welcome to the episode of Let's Complete the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. In the last episode, we went back to the main quest line after a very long time, it's been ages. And yes, we're now going to be continuing with the main quest line. So, we spoke with the Argonian in the foreign quarters, so we've still got 2 more people to speak to about the Nerevarine and the Sixth House cult. So we got some information about the Nerevarine cult from the Argonian. Hulina, or Hulia. I'm not good with names, let's just move on. So, we are currently in the St. Olm's Canton, and we need to find Adiranir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. So apparently if we just ask around, we should be able to, someone will point us in the right direction. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So this is the St. Olm's Canton. I took the liberty of finding it before I started the episode. So we head on inside. I guess we just have to... Yeah, I assume because she's Thieves Guild, she's going to be, like, hiding somewhere. Probably in the canal works underneath, if I had to guess. So, yeah, I assume we're just going to have to ask around and see who knows. Oh! I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Adiranir. Do you know where I can find her? Well, funny you should ask, Davianus. I'm not going to... Okay. Because I'm looking for her. Why is he up? Yes, her name is Adil, whatever. She is a Khajiit. Do you know where I can find her? Excuse me, I'm busy, or no? What the hell? Is he some kind of, like... Is he some kind of, like, Sixth House spy or something? Is he a plant? What the hell is going on? I mean, we genuinely don't know, so just no, I think. I see. Well, perhaps some other good citizen can tell me where to find her. Yeah! Okay, I'm gonna get there first, though. Who the hell is that? I don't know. Why is he asking about her? That's super weird. Okay, I mean, I guess we just need to, ask around. Like, is there a fishmonger's hall? Yeah, we don't need that. Is there a tavern or something in here? Sometimes there. Excuse me. Sarah. Guys, is there a tavern that we can ask around in? Tanner's and Miner's hall? No, it's just a lot of halls. I mean, what about these guys? Okay, she's not being weird, at least. Have you seen a Khajiit? She's a sneak and a thief, and I don't like her one bit. She's probably hiding from that tax man I've seen around here. Oh! I see, so he's a tax man. I see. I see, journal has been updated. We'll be hiding in the underworks while the census and excise agent is in the area. Okay, yeah, I mean, she didn't actually say underworks, but hey, we know she's in the underworks, so let's just... let's go down there. I see. I mean, this is, canal works, so yeah, we've got to go down into the underworks. Okay. Oh! You're a Khajiit? Yeah, there we go. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Great. So Kaya says you speak with her, and you've done this thing. You are speaking with me, but I will not talk to you about the Nerevarine or the Sixth House cult. And because why? That doesn't make sense. Because I is, at this moment, very distracted by a nice census and excise agent who also wants to speak with her. Yeah, we've met him. You do not know this? They are collectors of the Emperor's taxes and tariffs, and the Emperor has outlawed trade in many things, like Dwemer artifacts and ebony, and a census excise agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a census and excise agent is not my favourite person. If you want me to help you make the bad agent go away, then she will tell you things. Okay, so, yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah, he's an agent. I was going to say, because he didn't really look like a spy, but then I suppose that's the whole point of spy, right? They're not supposed to look like a spy. Otherwise, you're a pretty shit spy. Okay, so, I don't know how we can make him go away.
How may I be of assistance?
I mean, we can... Okay, hang on. Let me make a quick save. How can I help you? What if I ask about her again? Aha! Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so he's looking for the Khajiit, so we can lie and say, yes, she just took a gondola to the mainland. Now, I don't think Irvellin likes lying. However, we do need this information from her, so it's for the greater good, I suppose. What a disappointment, but thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself anyway, and maybe I'll run into her there. Yeah, maybe you will. You never know, buddy. You never know. Okay, so we can go back down now, and hopefully she will tell us what she knows about the Sixth House and the Nerevarine cult. Hey, I got ready to tax man.
You want something?
Okay, so, are you the one I must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise agents? Indeed. I was very glad to see you and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius all about the Sixth House cult. and I knows nothing about the Nerevarine. Well, that's fine, because the Argonian told us about the Nerevarine cult. But I'm happy to tell you that too, if it makes Caius happy. Ask away, friend of Irvellin. Okay, well, tell me about the Sixth House cult. I knows about it about smuggling. Because it is about smuggling, I see. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? I don't know, because they are very secret. And this is odd, because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kittens full of sweet meats. Okay, we're talking about smuggling. Smuggling is a big business. The Empire says we can't trade skooma and moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief, sheen, and sujamma to avoid imperial tax. And now the Sixth House hires smugglers, though what they smuggle, I cannot say. Okay, do you know anything about the Nerevarine? Yes, I know this Nerevarine cult is just a silly superstition, so you tell Caius this. Okay. Yeah, so well, we already know about the Nerevarine from the Argonian, so that's fine. Do you have anything else? Who's Driscar? I don't know who that was. It was for something else, I'm sure. Oh yeah, yeah, obviously she's a thief, part of the Thieves Guild. Okay, I mean, is there anything else you can tell me, or is that kind of it? I think, yeah, okay. I think is that all you have to say about it? Yeah, that's just a repeat of the dialogue. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's it. Oh wow, okay, that's a long journal entry. She says that some smugglers are now working for the Sixth House, but she couldn't find out what they are smuggling. She thought it was strange that smugglers, as the smugglers usually brag about their smuggling, and suddenly being very quiet about what they smuggle for the Sixth House. There's a lot of smuggling in there. I wonder what is being smuggled and why it's such a big secret. I think this is the sort of thing Caius is looking for. Okay, there we go. Did she give us anything? I don't think she gave us anything this time. Nah, she didn't give us anything. Okay. Also, by the way, I was selling some stuff in between episodes, and we suddenly have this blue book of riddles in our inventory, and I do not know why. Because if we read it, it starts off as like, I think it's the same as, was it the yellow book of riddles that we read for that other temple quest, like ages ago? I think it was temple. Might have been 5 years ago, I don't remember. So it's just like this is a puzzle book, essentially, and then, there's nothing else. There's no actual riddles in it. And I don't know where we got this book. I don't know if I picked it up accidentally or something, but yeah, I don't know where that's from, or why we have it, or why it's completely devoid of riddles. Like, surely that completely defeats the point of a riddle book, but I don't know. So yeah, we have that. If anyone can explain that, I'd love to know, because I'm confused. But anyway, so we've spoken to the Khajiit, which means our next job is to speak to, I think, Mira Milo? Yes, Mira Milo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I've given up at pronunciation at this point. So a temple priestess at the Hall of Wisdom. And also Caius specifically told us not to ask around about her because apparently she'll get into trouble. So, woo, that was a big jump, wasn't it? Luckily, we have a lot of standing in the Hall of Wisdom since we're, part of the temple and everything. So we've just got to try and find her. Does it tell us exactly where she would be? I don't really know. I don't really think it will. I think, wasn't she like a bookkeeper or something? I think we have, mission to Vivek. Do we have a paragraph? Yeah, so she's, the Hall of Wisdom is open to the public. Don't ask around about them. Okay. Okay, it doesn't say exactly. Oh, yeah, works in the libraries. There we go. Yeah, see? I told you something about books, guys. See? I do pay attention some to... Oh, Library of Vivek. Is this... Aha!
I'm very happy
and
to
she
make
has,
your acquaintance.
like auburn hair and auburn eyes. That's kind of weird, but... Cool, there we go. We found her. Easy peasy. Yes, I'm Mira Milo. Caius sent you? Follow me to the back of the library. We can't talk here. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Are we going? She says to me in the back of the library. I mean, is this... Okay, we are going. She was just dawdling, I guess. It's just for the cover. She doesn't want to look suspicious, I guess. I mean, there's still ordinators here, but... Whatever, I guess.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Okay. I didn't think this was this kind of meeting, but cool. Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about the Sixth House cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. Okay, I mean, we're kind of lacking in information on the Sixth House cult currently, apart from the fact that they're smuggling, but, Nerevarine cult, I suppose that works. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes the temple's doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Cosards. That will tell him things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Oh god, we've got to try and find a book, okay. Well, tell me more about the Nerevarine cult. As I said, the dissident priests have a book called The Progress of Truth. Okay. Persecution? It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarines says the temple are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire and the corrosion of faiths among the Dunmer, the militant wings of the temple is increasingly fierce on the attacks of heretics and heathens, not harlots. That's a completely different word. What are the dissident priests? The dissident priests dispute the temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators, and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Dagoth-Ur is the most immortal enemy of the tribunal temple cult. The temple holds Dagoth-Ur and his hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer of Morrowind. Dagoth-Ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin called ash vampires, and by legions of deformed monsters. Yeah, we've met quite a few of them. Okay, the book lists the disputes of the dissident priests with tribunal temple doctrine. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or for principles. Okay, so there should be... Wait, didn't we went to a bookshop in the last episode, right? With the Argonian. So that might be a good place to look. That was in the foreign quarter, because she said nearby, so there's got to be a bookshop in the city somewhere. So yeah, we'll try the one in the foreign quarter first, because that, I don't know, it seems logical, but then again, this game isn't always logical. Okay, is there anything else that we can ask about that we haven't already asked about? This lady has like 15 million dialogue options. She's being watched. I do not care for temple politics, but I have read Progress of Truth, and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests, who have gone into hiding, so I am bound to come to the attention of the Ordinators. I am careful, but I'm afraid. I'm no secret agent like you or Caius. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding, if it is not too late. When you return to Caius, tell him I am worried, and that if something goes wrong, I will leave a message under the agreed code word, Amaya. Okay, I reckon something will probably go wrong, though, based on that. If you've said that, then yeah, something's going to go wrong. Yeah, we know what the Ordinators are. Okay, is there anything else that we need to ask about? I mean, I would say that Irvellin is... I mean, he's very pious, he's very much on the side of the temple here, but, you know, we're looking into this, you know, for the greater good. You know, there's clearly something going on with Dagoth-Ur and everything. We want to get to the bottom of it, and technically we're not actually committing heresy, we're just looking into it. You know, that's what we're going with. Okay, I think... Oh, disturbing dreams? That means nothing to me. Perhaps you wouldn't know, but the temple regards disturbing dreams as a sign of soul sickness, a sign that the mind is deranged by impure impulses and dangerous feelings. The Ashlanders have many superstitions about dreams, but they have superstitions about everything. Yeah, so I think that's the, is that the sixth house thing? We keep having dreams sometimes, and I don't really know what they're about, but yeah, no one will really talk to us about them. It sounds like we need to talk to the Ashlanders, but I don't really know. Okay, I think that's everything she has to say. We've got a deed to someone's house there, which is kind of a strange place to leave that. So, yeah, we need to go and find this book. So, let's get out of here and head back to the foreign quarter, which... wow, okay, hi. Yeah, someone's watching, aren't they? Yeah, I'm kind of assuming that she will. I don't know, maybe she'll die or something, who knows. Am I going in the right direction? I think so, yeah, foreign quarter's like at the top, or... I mean, because it's weird, I don't know, Vex City, it feels backwards. Like, I feel like the temple should be at the north, and the entrance should be at the south, and I don't know, that's just how I feel it should be, but it's not, so it always feels kind of backwards to me. Okay, we're in the right direction. Okay, yeah, this is red around, so the foreign quarter is this one. There we go. See, I'm getting used to Vivek. a little bit, at least. I mean, the map's still completely wrong, but you can have everything, I guess. So, if we go back up here, man, it's so dark. But yeah, if we go back up here, we should be able to find it. The bookstore was just on this level, right? That's the apothecary, alchemist, and yeah, there we go, Joshua's rare book.
Blessed
Yeah, there we go, there's our other informants. So, I think if it's not in here, I'll have to cut them, because I don't know where it's going to be. But, logically, I would assume that this is the place it would be. But, you know. Okay, so, do you have the book I'm looking for? We need the book Progress of Truth. Okay, I think this is, it's in alphabetical order. So, we need P, Progress, ha, see? There we go. For once I got it right. So, Progress of Truth, I'll buy that. Do you have anything to sell to you, by the way? I mean, do you want this weird blue book of riddles? You can have that. I don't even know why I've got that or where it came from. So yeah, you can have that. There you go. Offer, there we go. Thanks. Okay, so we have the books. Let's have a read of Progress of Truth. How long is this actually? Because if it's... Oh! Okay, it's a little bit long. But it's important to the quest line, and I want to learn all the lore because I've never done it before. So we are going to read it. Bear with me. So, Progress of Truth compiled by the dissident priests. Excerpt concerning the points of the temple doctrine challenged by the dissident priests. Number 1. The divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battle with evil. Temple doctrine claims their divine powers and immortality are ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dunmer ancestors, including, among others, the good Daedra, the prophet Veloth, and Saint Nerevar. Dissident priests ask whether Dagoth Erd power and the tribunal powers might ultimately derive from the same source, Red Mountain. Sources in the Apocrypha suggest that the tribunal relied upon profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead, and that those unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly Dwemer sorcerer Kagranak to create the false construct Numidium. Wow, we really are just getting into the deep lore here. By the way, if this is all really confusing, I know I understand this lore because I've looked into the Elder Scrolls lore a lot, but if you are completely confused, I highly recommend going and watching Fudge Muppets lore videos on YouTube. They're great. So if you're confused, go and watch those videos and that'll explain some of the lore about like the good Daedra and who all of these people are if you're confused. But anyway, let's continue. Number 2, the purity of the tribunal. The dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face, represented by the hieroglyphica, the priestly writings, and a hidden face, represented by apocrypha, the hidden writings. The public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts, and varying interpretations which hint at darker and less heroic motives and actions of the tribunes. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much Vivek summed up right there, but okay. In particular, conflicting accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent apotheosis. Also, there was good evidence that the tribunal had been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Dagoth at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the tribunal's ability to protect Morrowind from Dagoth and concealing a recent dramatic diminishing of the tribunal's magical powers. Number 3. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. Ashlander tradition does not place the tribunal at Red Mountain, and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves rather than the Nerevar destroyed them. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nerevar left Dagoth guarding the profane secrets of Red Mountain, while Nerevar went to confer with the Grand Council, i.e. the tribunal. That Nerevar died at the conference, not of his wounds, according to the Ashlanders, but from treachery, and that subsequently the tribunal confronted a defiant Dagoth within Red Mountain, then drove Dagoth beneath Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. Number 4. Veneration of the Daedra, saints and ancestors. While challenging the divinity of the tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the tribunal. In fact, the dissident priests advocate restoring many of the elements of fundamentalist ancestor worship, as practiced by the Ashlanders and by Saint Veloth. Exactly how this would work is debated inconclusively within the dissident priests. Number 5. Denial of the prophecies of the incarnate and persecution of the Nerevarines. Though no consensus exists among the dissident priests about whether the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, all agree that the persecution of the Nerevarines is unjust and politically motivated. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of the religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticism of the Ashlander ancestor cult, in particular the rite of the Ashlander seers and the wise women, and the prophecies of the incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe that the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, and have made a systematic study of the prophecies recorded in temple archives. Number 6. Authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest and politics. Yeah, just like everything else, congrats. And no longer acts in the best interest of the temple or its worshippers. It never did. That's not how governments work, but okay. The dissident priests believe the Archcanon and Ordinators speak for themselves, not for the tribunal. Number 7. The Inquisition of the use of terror and torture by the Ordinators within the Within the temple hierarchy, it is an open secret that the Ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. The dissident priests feel the Ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood in power. Number 8. Fundamentals of Temple Doctrine. Charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. Though the dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honour the best traditions of the temple, they believe that many priests in higher rank are interested more in love of authority and luxury than in the welfare of the poor, weak, and ignorant. Yeah, that's just how power works, so that's nothing new, but I guess it is in this world, so yeah. There we go.
Sarah?
Okay, Jesus, that scared me. Yeah, very insightful, and yeah, by the way, Irvellin absolutely thinks that's complete heresy, which I suppose technically it is. Yeah, because, I mean, if you follow the Tribunal Temple, that is heresy. I don't know, I mean, heresy is one of those things, it's both up for debate and also not up for debate at the same time, but anyway, so we have the book, we have spoken to all of our informants, so let's head back to Balmora, and we can speak to our good old friend Caius Cosards and see what he makes of this. So I would say that Irvellin's just a little bit mad at the moment, he's very devoted to the Tribunal, of course, but we're doing this for the good of the people, because they're being played by this Dagothir stuff, and we've got to put a stop to it. He can't just sit by and let it go on. But his blood is boiling at that book. Let's just put it that way.
Greetings to you.
Okay,
a pleasure to meet you.
Still not wearing a shirt, eh? Okay. Are you here to discuss your orders? Kind of. I mean, I'm back with the info. I have your report, and I'll make copies of your notes from that guy and the progress of truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to journeyman. You're doing good work, and here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. Lol, we were definitely supposed to do this quest earlier on. I mean, have you seen my shoes, actually? They're really cool. They're called the Boots of Blinding Speed, and we can run, like, hella fast. So, yeah, I don't need new shoes, but thanks. I appreciate the gesture. And go do some jobs for the guilds, or other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current. Or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. Okay, I mean, do we actually have to do that? Or he just said get training, so I mean, if we just, I don't know, maybe we could just go and sleep for an hour or something. I mean, I think we probably could just, because we're basically like way ahead of the curve in terms of, everything. Oh yeah, it's just got an ebony shield lying on the floor still. Oh yeah, look, and there are ebony boots. Yeah, I mean, we just like, I don't know, wait some time. Oh yeah, look at this, we're getting more dreams. In your dream, a tall figure with a golden mask greeted you, saying, "There are many rooms in the house of the master. Be easy, for from the hands of your enemies I have delivered you." It seemed you had died, and could see yourself laid upon a table lit by candles. But with your own hands you touched the figure, and the figure drew breath, opened eyes, and rose from the table. Then the room was gone, and the world filled with light, and you had woke. Okay, that's not weird at all. What was that? Okay, they've just copied the dream onto here. That's... Okay, great. So we had a creepy dream and we wrote it down in our dream journal, I guess. That's... Okay, that's kind of weird, but sure, whatever. Okay, I mean, I feel like we definitely didn't sleep for as long as we tried to there, but whatever. Let's just go see if he'll give us orders, or if we actually do have to go and find something else to do. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he will give us orders. That's all cool then. We need an Ashlander informant. I've heard of a fellow in Alderun named Hasawa Zainsubani. That sounds familiar. Have we met him before? We might have. An Ashlander who left the Waste to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes, find out what he likes, and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. Then report back to me. Okay, so we've got 100 gold, that's cool, but what's he like? What does he want then? Okay, so he's, left the ways, I'm not sure where to find him, but I'd try the Aldscar Inn in Aldrune first. That's a more respectable place from the Rat in the Pot. Oh, the Council Club. I think we should probably avoid the Rat in the Pot. We're not exactly welcome there. Okay, so it seems like we need to, if we head over to Aldrune, I guess if we just ask around the inn, then they might tell us where, what he might like. I guess someone would know in there, I don't know. I think the Old Skull Inn, or whatever it's called, is over here, right? Yes, Aldscar Inn. Okay, so, if you ask the barmaid,
the doors are always open.
Do you know anything about... Hassar. Do you know anything about him? He's a trader and a wealthy one. He has his own room here. He was born an Ashlander and knows their speech and custom, and has grown rich by trading with them for the things prized by Westerners. Is that what you wanted to know? No, it's not. I want to know about what he might like, because I need a present for him. How do I find out about presents? There's no present option. Okay, I guess we'll just ask everyone in here. Hassauer? The trader, he'll be downstairs reading or in the back room below the bar. Okay, well, he's downstairs. That's some information at least. Excuse me, get out of the way. I'm very important. Hassauer, do you know anything? Yeah, he'll be... Okay, yep, you don't have anything else, so I guess downstairs in here. Oh, we got a Toon
Do you
Deer.
want something from me?
Please.
A Merciary and... Hassauer, there we go, there's him. So we don't want to talk to him yet. Do you know anything about the guy standing next to you? Yeah, okay, that's him over there. I know, I can read. Kind of, sometimes. Do you know anything about him? Yeah, okay. I don't know if we should just talk to him and ask him directly what he might want. Because I think we should, find a present first. Because I know that the Ashlanders are quite temperamental in terms of talking to people, so I don't want to offend him and ruin something. Do you know anything about Hassauer? No? We are kind of downstairs right now, but sure, whatever. They mentioned that he'd be downstairs reading. So maybe does he like books? That makes some kind of sense. Oh, Jesus. Calm down, guys.
This is a pleasure.
Okay, let's make a quick save. And we'll just try talking to him and see if he'll tell us what he likes. Okay, so I am Hassauer Irvellin. May you bless and be blessed. I do not wish to be rude, but if you have business, speak it, for I am at leisure and prefer to be alone with my thoughts. Why don't you tell me about your background? Okay, you do a little of this and a little of that. That's not helpful. We could ask him about just walk up to a random stranger and it's like, hey, by the way, I've been having some really fucked up dreams. Do you know anything about that? Why would he? That's a weird thing to say. Okay, Ashlanders? I hope you... Yeah, okay, you don't want to... lecture me. Okay, fair enough. Can I ask about yourself? You're a retired trader, well-travelled, man of letters. Yeah, see, a man of letters, I'm thinking it's a book. And I'm proud of... Okay. Can I, find a book about Ashlander heritage? Surely that's, mansplaining, right? But for Ashlanders, it's like... If I find a fact book about Ashlanders for an Ashlander, Surely that's a bit great. Can we ask about... okay, so he knows stuff. Aha! See? I'm getting better at this, guys. See, I'm getting better on picking up on these stupid-ass Morrowind cues. But anyway, yes, the Ashlander trainer, a bibliophile, likes poetry. I have a few such volumes here. I believe Words of the Wind, Ashlander hymns, the 5 far stars around here somewhere. Okay! There we go. So I guess, I don't know, maybe we'll just buy all 3 if he has them. So, we had Words of the Wind was one of them. Words of the Wind. Okay. Oh man, I've already forgotten what the others are called. So, the 5 far stars, that was one of them. And then it was something about Ashlanders, right? Ashlander hymns. Okay, great. We'll just buy all of them. Then we don't have to come back. Okay, great. Thank you so much, sir. See? I'm getting the hang of this, guys. I'm getting the hang of this. In the next episode, something will actually absolutely smack me in the face with the idiocy of whatever we're being asked to do. But hey, the point is, we got the book. So, okay, can we give him a present? Business? Aha! Okay, I see. You wish to learn of the Ashlanders from me. And what is it that you wish to learn? What are thy gift-giving customs? A curious question. A gift is a sign of courtesy among strangers, and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign that you are cautious and considerate, and aware of the other's wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travellers. Among friends, it is a private thing, and subtle, with great risks, for the test of the gift is how well it is tailored to the receiver. Well, this is a gift for me. A copy of the 5 Fast Stars. Okay, so I guess he just picked one from the inventory. That's cool. Noble words of noble warriors. I gratefully accept your gift. My people have never loved the written word, and I lament their ignorant scorn for such common yet potent magic. I thank you and honour your courtesy, Irvellin. It would please me to return your courtesy by answering your questions. What would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult? Ha! There we go, we figured it out. Okay, tell me about the Nerevarine cult. They worship the great Ashkan and Hortator, Nerevar, Moon and Star, who in ages past destroyed the evil, godless dwarves and banished their treacherous Dagoth and his foul hosts beneath Red Mountain. The cult is of small consequence in Ashlander worship, and only among the Ursulaku do its followers have any influence. Other Ashlanders tribes share the sentiments of the cult, but regard the Nerevarine prophecies with suspicion and skepticism. Okay, tell me about Ashlander worship. All Ashlanders in a tribe, young and small, are born into the ancestor cult of their clan. The Nerevarine cult is different, though. It is a very small cult, and only a few wise women with the gift of prophecy, and a few holy warrior heroes who guard and protect the seers. Sulmatul, Ashkan of the Ursulaku, is the warrior protector of the cult, and Nibani Mesa, also of the Ursulaku, is the oracle seer of the cult. Okay, tell me about this Ursulaku then. The Ursulaku are the Ashlanders of the Northern Ashlands and the West Gash. Don't know where the West Gash is, but okay. Oh, in the northwest of Vardenfell, there we go. Ashkan Sulmatul is their chief, a brave and respected war leader and warrior protector of the Nerevarine cult. The Ursulaku camp moves with the herds, but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts. Okay. Yeah, it's just a repeat of what you just said. Okay, is there anything else we need to ask about prophecies? I have heard it said that prophecies foretell the return of the reincarnated Nerevar, who shall drive the foreigners from the Ashlands, and who shall cast down the false gods of the temple, and restore the true worship of the ancestors. It is a dream that would appeal to every Ashlander, but it is thought but a silly ancient legend, a little more by many Ashlanders, myself included. Okay. So, is there anything else we need to ask about, or is that just about it? We've got, courtesy, we can ask dreams. Oh, okay, he actually does have something to say. Perhaps it means nothing. It is peculiar, the tall figure in the golden mask. It puts me in mind of the golden helm of the Ordinator, but that does not seem to fit the spirit of the dream. My people take careful account of dreams, but only a wise woman can tease from their meaning. Okay, so, well, there we go. Got some sort of answers, so I guess, we need to go and find a wise woman, I guess. Got anything else to ask about? I don't think so. I think that's everything. Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm glad you liked your gift.
You'll find
and I'm just impressed with myself that I figured that out for once, because I don't usually figure that out. Okay, so, I think we just need to go back to Balmora and report what we have found out to Caius. I'm assuming that we have to go to this camp, the Ursulaku, was that what it was? I don't even know. So, I'm back. Did you speak with Hassar yet? Make sure you've gotten everything about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult, and then report back. I did, I thought. Okay, I don't... Did we not get all of the info? I thought we did, did we not? Was there something we missed? I don't think there was, but, he's not talking to us, so I feel like there must be. I don't know, what does our journal say? Yeah, I gave him the book, and he said he'd answer my questions. Which he did, and there's no other journal update, so I don't understand. What did I not ask about? I thought we went through all his dialogue options, but clearly we missed something. Oh my god, move out the way. I have things to do, buddy. Lots of things to do. It's not a pleasure to see you at all. You are constantly in my way. Okay, what? Okay, there we go. Did we not already ask about the Ashlanders? I don't know, but anyway. There is too much to tell. Here, take these notes. I've written here what you should know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. But most of all, if you are visiting a camp, there are things you should know about courtesy and challenges among the Ashlanders. And since you ask about the Nerevarine cult, perhaps you'll be interested in my views on the Ashlanders and foreigners, because a guiding passion of the Nerevarine cult is their hatred of foreigners. Well, I mean, I'm a Dunmer, but they all treat me like I'm an orc or something, even though I'm not. Which is weird and kind of immersion breaking, but sure, whatever. Okay, so we've got his notes. What about Ashlanders and foreigners? Most Ashlanders wish all foreigners and their false gods could be driven from Morrowind. At very least, Ashlanders wish the foreign devils would leave them in peace. Ashlanders think it is shameful to attack unarmed persons, but they will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them or their clan laws. No Ashlander is fool enough to make war against the Empire. However, if such a war might be won, many Ashlanders might cheerfully give their lives to win such a war. Okay, we've got courtesy. Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation, which is their huts, I think. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about Ashkans, tribal chiefs and wise women, tribal seers and counsellors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack. When challenged for sport, it is acceptable to decline. When challenged for honour, it is shameful to decline. Honour challenges come from offence given in speech or action, or may represent customary formal challenges of status or ritual. Okay, Jesus, looks like we're going to be walking on eggshells. Okay, what is that? What you gave us? There we go, we've got some notes. How long is this? Jesus Christ. Okay, I think most of this is probably going to be a repeat of what we've already read. So, yeah, Ashlanders are direct descendants of the Aldmeri people who followed the Prophet Belloth into the lands we now call Morrowind. Yep, they retain the normal thing, yep, and they don't get along with the great houses. They don't like the foreigners, yep. Ashlander courtesy, yep, gifts and everything. Challenge, yeah, this is all what we've just read, so that's fine. Nerevarine cult, yep. Nerevarine prophecies, yep, we've read that as well. And then the Urshalaku Ashlanders, and they live in the northern Ashland. Okay, yeah, we've already read all of that. So basically just summarises all of that dialogue that we already just read. So we don't need to reread that. So, okay, now we can head back to Caius. Clearly we missed a dial. I mean, I thought we asked about the Ashlanders, but I guess not. I don't know, maybe sometimes you have to, click the option, multiple times for it to finish.
I'd be happy to talk.
Anyway, we're back. Thanks for your report, but keep his notes on the Ashlanders. You'll need them. I'm promoting you and sending you to the Urshalaku camp to speak with Sol Matul and Nibani Mesa. But before you go, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on. The Emperor and his advisors think you have the appearance of meeting the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecies. That's why you were pulled out of prison on His Majesty's authority and sent to me, so you could satisfy the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecies and become the Nerevarine. Here, this is the decoded copy of the coded package you gave me when you arrived. Read it later, it should explain everything. As you'll see in the decoded message, the Emperor and his counsellors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the prophecy. Do you really satisfy the prophecy? Are you really the prophesied Nerevarine? At first, I thought we were just supposed to create a persuasive impostor. Now I don't know what to think, but I am sure of one thing. This is not just primitive superstition, and we will treat it seriously, just as His Majesty commands. So, he says Sol Matul and Nibani Mesa in the Urshalaku camp are the heads of the Nerevarine cult. So I'm sending you to speak with them. Tell them your story, and have them test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. As heads of the Nerevarine cult, they can best judge whether you satisfy the prophecies. When you've spoken with them, report back to me. Here's 200 jakes for expenses and pick up essential supplies at Fort Moonmoth. Okay, so the plot thickens. We have now been let into the story. So I'm aware we've done a lot of reading in this episode, but I don't know, but what's about this essential supplies? Before you go to the camp, see people at Fort Moonmoth. Okay, so yeah, we can just get some, get some cool stuff, sure, whatever. Fort Moonmoth, yeah, we've been past that many times. Okay, let's read that decoded thing that we just got. Decoded package, there we go. So yeah, this is the thing we got at the very beginning of the game. That was ages ago. So, Spymaster Caius Cossards, Knight Errant of the Imperial Order of Blades, Director of Imperial Intelligence in Vardenfell District, Eastern Provinces. I have the honour to acquaint you with His Majesty's wishes concerning Irvellin, an individual of no rank or consequence. Jesus, okay. Hey, we've risen in status since that, okay? We're Archmaster or whatever of the Redoran house, and we're also Master of the Fighters Guild, so we're important, okay? So we do have rank and consequence now, okay? Irvellin has been released from prison by His Majesty's authority and sent to you with this missive. Irvellin is to be entered as a novice in the Imperial Order of the Blades, and is to serve under your absolute authority as you shall see fit, except insofar as His Majesty's particular wishes are concerned. His Majesty's particular wishes are as follows. A local superstition holds that an orphan and outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents, shall unite all the tribes of the Dunmer, drive out the invaders of Morrowind, and shall re-establish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. This orphan and outcast is called, in the legend, the Nerevarine, and is supposed to be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dunmer general and first councillor, Lord Indural Nerevar. Irvellin has the appearance of meeting the conditions of this local superstition. Therefore, it is His Majesty's desire that Irvellin shall, insofar as is possible, satisfy the conditions of this ancient prophecy, and shall become the Nerevarine. Though this prophecy is indeed only an ancient local superstition, His Majesty has taken counsel on this matter with his most expert informants and confidants, and His Majesty is persuaded that the prophecy is genuine and significant, either in its entirety or in its several parts, and he earnestly demands you treat this matter with the utmost seriousness. Certain aspects of this ancient superstition are described at the end of this document, and further materials will be forthcoming by courier at the earliest occasion. It will, of course, be necessary that you acquaint yourself better with the details of this ancient superstition from your local sources. Since this matter intimately concerns Irvellin, it is expected that you will employ him to gather information on this subject. His Majesty has taken a great personal interest in the legends and prophecies of the Nerevarine and eagerly awaits your reports. Okay. I have the honour to be, sir, your most humble and obedient servant, Glabrio Bellianus, personal secretary to the Emperor. Okay, there we go. I would say that Irvellin is not particularly thrilled about this because he's very devout to the tribunal, so he doesn't really want to, he doesn't want to be the Nerevarine, but at the same time, I suppose, well, one, we're kind of, bound by the Emperor's word, I guess, and also he does want to help the people of Morrowind stop these, Dagoth their attacks, so there we go. So, in the next episode, we will head for the Ursulaku tribe camp. Is that what it was called? I've forgotten the name already. And yeah, we will see what they know about the Nerevarine cult, because, apparently they're the heads of the Nerevarine cult. So yeah, but they're probably going to know a good bit. So, we will do that in the next episode. But for now, I'm going to leave this episode here. So, I hope you have enjoyed. Like the video if you have. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will see you in the next episode.